You met the Mad Poet. You got your memories back. And before you depart, you know where Count Laos is headed. You know he is searching out the Necronomicon in the city of... Shit. I lost the window where I had it up. You know that Laos is most likely headed to Katir in order to obtain the Necronomicon. And j- once before you come out of this vision state that you were in, you hear this voice in your head that says you are now free, but to remain so, you must find me. And you're not sure who said that or where it come from, but it was a shared vision by Sith Poppy and Eric. And after that, you met back up with the Yellow King.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Wintermeat, can you hear us at all?
You're really low. Hold on a second.
Am I really quiet for anyone else?
Nope.
I just adjusted your volume.
Hi, hello, hello, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. I think you also said something about it sounded like some kind of insect or something, like clicking sounds, insecty sounds with the voice, is that right?
Yeah, there were like clicks and whistles and kind of static when you were give me a second, pull up that story entry and yes, there was there's where you went in, there's where he explained what he was looking for. Yes, it's clicking and static that you hear when this strange voice says to you, "You are now free, but to remain so, you must find me." And from there, you said goodbye to the King in Yellow and went back to the real world. Um, we were gonna backtrack just a little bit, and the Yellow King has offered to trade you gold pieces for the Dreamland items that you have.
Okay.
That sounds like a good idea.
So, first of all, you probably want to hit the inventory sheet and pull out what you want to keep.
What we want to keep in general, because we're not able to sell all of this right now, are we? Just the Dreamland stuff?
Um, well, you're gonna sell it eventually anyway, so we can just.
Well, what's the rate of the Dreamland stuff to compared? What's the rate of the other stuff going to be? Is it going to be the same rate, or are they going to be different?
Since you've been mostly underwhelmed this entire game, uh, I'm gonna give it all to you for 60%. And Dreamlands is 1-to-1 versus real gold.
So if you have any Dreamlands items, don't forget. I'm assuming we should drag it. If you have any Dreamlands items that you think you don't need long term, I would drag it back. They're like, I know my spectacles of detecting forgeries are amazing, but I think we're better off getting money for that. Whereas potentially, like, I don't know, like, what do you think about Poppy's Sunblade? Like, Poppy, I mean, later on, if we come back to the Dreamlands at several levels, presumably you might have a better Earthbreaker at that point, right? Is it going to be worth hanging onto the Sunblade, you think?
Um, I don't see it. Because, like you said, by then you're gonna have better weapons.
So but I should hang on to like my necklace of fireballs.
As we get higher in level, I think they get worse and worse, frankly. Things have more resistances, better reflex saves, and more hit points.
Yeah, so I mean, I could give those back. Like I said, I'm not married to the damn things. I just don't know. I know like the headband fast intelligence. I should definitely hang on to. If we go back to Dreamlands, I mean, it's nice to have.
I mean, serious question, should you? Because you already have a headband +2, right?
I don't think I do. I just have the headband. I've got the Ion stones.
Okay, well, we can certainly afford to get you a headband +4 in the real world, right? Like, if we sold the Dreamlands version of that for 36k, right, we'd get 18k from that. That's more than enough to buy a +4 headband in the real world.
Oh yeah, if we're doing something like that, if we're in a city or we're in a situation where we can exchange these for, because a headband that I have in the real world that works in the Dreamlands too, right?
Exactly. So I think
Right,
we're better.
so-
Now, correct me if I'm wrong, Wintermute. Just for the sake of not spending a shit ton of time here wasting time debating, can we assume that by the time we go back into the Dreamlands, we're going to have a chance to spend the money we're getting right now?
Yes.
Okay. So I would probably say then I would even sell the 36k headband because we can buy you a +4 one with that money, and that applies to everywhere, and then eventually
Oh yeah,
upgrade it.
yeah. No, I totally agree. So I'll get rid of the. So I just drag them back onto the party sheet.
Yes, sir.
Hey, why do those scrolls of psychic surgery say that they're Dreamlands gold pieces? I
Uh,
thought those were in the real world.
a good catch on that, because I just put the prices in
So I'm
on
thinking we
that.
want to hang on to the scrolls of psychic surgery in case one of us actually gets a greater madness or something. Anyone disagree?
Nope.
Okay.
Yes, out of game for a minute, you will have an opportunity at the end of this book in order to reverse your madness, take some downtime, recoup normally if you want. Um, but your madnesses and all your minuses will be gone.
Alright, so right now I'm just having to go through this stuff and finding anything that has basically, if it doesn't have a price, it won't be sold, right?
Correct.
Do we want the efficient quiver for anything? Also, what's the searing light wand worth?
I hadn't made it that far yet.
Okay, because there's 2 of them that I put back there, and I think Sith might have another one.
I put it back. I have to be honest. Sometimes I forget I've got this stuff, like the necklace of fireballs. I completely forgot I had it.
Yeah, that could come in handy time to
Today, I'm
time.
like, oh, I wonder if I should have used that. And so, sorry.
Okay.
So the necklace of fireball is a type 6, would be worth 8,100 gold. If you want to edit that.
Which one?
The necklace of fireballs at type 6 is worth 8,100 gold, it says. According to the table, but it doesn't have a price innately, because there's like 7 different types of it.
8,100.
So beyond that, there's the Dreamlands wands, the chain shirt masterwork, the +1 composite longbow, but I think everything else is either something we're not selling anyway or correct. Anyone see any other catches?
And you're sure there's nothing in the party sheet you guys want?
Do you guys see anything?
Let me run through it one more time. Cause
Yeah.
shit.
Because there
I
is a.
can't use braces of armor, right? Did we decide
Braces
that?
of armor don't stack with like a chain shirt, so.
Okay, right. All right, that's what I thought.
The efficient quiver's worth 2,000 gold, I believe.
Got it?
See a lot of dream
Sorry,
Worlds
1,800
crap
gold.
in there.
1,800, not 2,000. I apologize.
I've got this Farah's book. The hell is that?
So, I mean, we think we still have the Scorching Ray and Searing Light wands to worry about. But you did one wand of Searing Light, okay.
Yeah, and Scorching Ray has got price.
Yeah, I don't see anything in there I need.
And I wouldn't do the other 2 Dreamland wands then that are higher up. Because, I mean, for being really technical, the Wand of Searing Light there is actually worth more than what you have listed there, because it's a higher level than the default, but it also isn't full charges, so when you couple in the full charges, well, not full charges, even with the other one that has like 22, we still only have about half the charges, so since that's about half the price, it's probably close enough.
Okay.
Same thing with the Scorching Ray. Actually, the Scorching Ray, that actually is going to be worth less, hang on. Scorching Ray only has 9 charges out of 50. So, I mean, if we just divide the base price by 5, the Scorching Ray wand would probably be more like 900. It's nearly depleted.
Alright.
Searing Light's in the right ballpark, at least, if we combine that with the other Searing wand. So, anyone else see any issues?
That looks good to me.
Okay, well, I'm gonna sell it for 60%, and we'll see what we missed.
Alright. Oh, the composite longbow needs to be updated too. To
What
whatever
about all
that's
the
supposed to be.
Dreamland gold pieces we're already carrying?
Something did not go right there, because all the Dreamland's gold pieces did not.
Yeah, I hit the.
Happen.
What's a +1 2,200 for?
So what's the strength rating on the composite longbow?
It's not listed. So.
If you just give us 2,000 for each, I think we'll be fine. Whatever.
Yeah.
How about 2,300 for the masterwork cost? It's not counting the composite cost. It's not counting the base price, but whatever. 2,300, close enough.
Works for me.
But
And
if we wind up 2 gold short of something, Wintermute, we will bring this up.
Okay. Let's see. Why did those not go?
The two other wands shouldn't go because those were already accounted for with the other two wands. The Masterwork chain shirt is 250 gold, if you want to add the price in there. And I don't know what the hell the Pharasman Hymns book is. But I don't think anything else goes. You can just delete the two wands that are left.
Okay, so we've got 58, 365 plus 158, 628. So that gives you a total.
Now, we have Dreamlands Gold on ourselves too as well, I believe, right?
Yep, 216993. And that would be 0. And plus another 24,000. If everyone would open their character sheet and delete their Dreamlands Gold.
Okay.
240,993.
Guys, this is crazy. We're going to be level 10 characters and we might actually get some +2 items. How crazy is that?
Oh boy.
I feel like a real boy.
I should hope so.
A real hero.
Okay, and those ones go. And we can delete the keys. We can delete Laos' shit. Yeah, fuck it. Just clear that bitch out. Okay.
Whoa, what happened with all the stuff left there? Did you give that to people?
No, but I will.
It's being held by somebody other than us.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like,
There.
all that shit's important.
What was important that you needed?
Things like the Panatic manuscripts, for example, I believe.
I gave you 2,000 for them.
Okay, well, presumably, I mean, I read them and studied them, I guess. If no one else is going to, I get the bonus permanently, right?
Yes. Unless you need them, then I can give you.
No, I have that active. Okay.
Okay, well.
I don't remember what else there, because I wasn't worried about anything else that was there, because I thought we was just going to stay in the inventory.
Really, it was a couple of sets of keys, two no-named items, nothing of any value. The two extra
Okay.
ones.
Hey, do I still need the stupid iCoin?
Only if you want it. So anyway, you got a total of 259,696 gold pieces divided amongst
Man,
you all.
Vidolian's making off like a pirate. He shows up his first time in like a month and a half, and
All in the timing.
Absolutely.
Rather be gaming than working out in -50.
And there you go. Everyone got 37 gold pieces from the sale of the iCoin.
oh, thank God, because I thought I was going to be 31 gold short or something, and I swore it'd only bring up the other thing if I was 2 gold short. So I was like, what do I do?
See, there you go. You are set. Okay,
I think my money went to the wrong poppy.
That would be hilarious if so. Oh yeah, this is old Poppy in the party shit.
Well, Poppy, I guess you're shit out of luck, aren't you?
This is the problem with having alter egos, Poppy. Your twin came in and stole all your money.
Why the fuck is the twin still there?
You know, Poppy, that's an issue you have to solve on your own, okay?
Because I never updated the party sheet. And let's see. Old Poppy.
Old
And
Poppy by like 15 seconds.
there's the new Poppy. And yeah, that would be correct. 67, 231, 49, 86, and 0 Dreamlands. Okay, Poppy, you have your gold now,
Nice.
ma'am. And let me pull up my map. Okay, you're back on the Selling Starling. You're floating down the river. You have completed all your Dreamlands quest. And everyone naturally gets an overnight rest. And, you know, for the majority of the remainder of the trip, you know, you all just basically get to kick back and enjoy the fruits of your labors and so forth.
Well, I'm busy just, you know, sleeping all day and being very melancholic. What's the point of continuing? Roll whatever.
Oh
I
my.
roll around. I roll around in my big pile of money.
I don't have enough energy to even do that.
I might even borrow someone else's pile of money so I can roll into theirs too.
Whatever, just take mine. Who cares anyway?
Okay, I take it and I roll around on it. Since in real life I'm broke, I gotta roll around in virtual money in an online game.
Well, there's no shame in that.
So, how long are we traveling here in terms of number of days? Because this matters because if we're trying to get so Poppy's cured, I'm still melancholic. So, trying to figure out how long it takes to cure the melancholy.
Well, let's see. Where were
I
we?
forgot what I am. What am I? Am I melancholy too?
I couldn't
You
find mine.
concentrated and just left. It was Poppy and I who died because we were in melee with the dragon.
I died a different time.
Yes.
Yeah, we never established that, did we?
No, he established it, but I forgot to write it down. I don't remember which one it was, but I had something.
Convenient.
I
Uh,
don't remember him dying at all.
give me a minute and I can
Okay,
tell
I
you
guess I
what it.
didn't die.
Oh
I'm
wait.
good. No, it's fine. I'm good.
There
Uh,
was a time when we were like, this is really bad because he died because now we can't bring him back and so on and so forth.
Oh yeah, and I made up that bullshit.
um, Eric, I want you to close your eyes. And then I want you to open your eyes and I want you to look around where you're currently sitting. And I want you to pick an object at random that would exist in the world of Galarian.
Okay.
Do you have that object?
Yes.
What is that object?
It's a glass made out of glass.
Okay, Sith. You have a mania that every time you see a glass made out of glass, uh, that becomes your focus of attention if you fail your will save.
Thanks a lot, Eric.
Brilliant. How about some fine dining tonight? Oh wait, I'm too depressed to go.
And let's see, you've been in.
Or an earthbreaker rather.
I don't actually have one of those sitting around right now, as strange that may sound.
20.
So, I remember you going through the rules, but how do we get rid of these things again? Is it just time or?
Time or lesser restoration.
Your lesser restoration can reduce the DC every day. That's why we're saying like, so on average it's 2.5 per day, right?
That
Oh no,
sounds
hang
right.
on. Lesser restoration just says it just does 2 flat out. Sorry, apparently. Uh, so every day the DC goes down by 2. So I have melancholy, which means in a week I can be cured if we're getting lesser restoration every day. And then, do you have? Does he have mania? Is that what you said?
Yes.
What? Okay, so mania is DC 14. So in a week, if we're getting lesser restorations every day, then we are cured.
Okay, so I can I can cast Lesser Restoration up to 5 times a day.
Doesn't matter. You can only do it once per day, per target.
Well, that's a stupid rule.
If you want to heal faster than that, the point is they don't want you to say, "Oh, you have a lesser badness." Well, you go to the cleric and he casts lesser restoration 7 times, and now you're cured, right? They're like, no, it takes time to recover unless you have more powerful magic.
Right.
Absolutely.
So basically, in a
But I
week,
can cast it on each one of us.
yes. So in a week, both of us will be cured. Uh, how long are we traveling? Does anything happen before the week's up?
Okay. Checking back on the notes, we've been in the Dreamlands quite a lot, and it's roughly around day 22, day 23.
That sounds awfully long. I thought we were only like halfway through. I thought we were only like 2 weeks in or something. Not 3 weeks.
Um, yeah, the last day that I have written down was 20.
Okay.
Not that it truly is going to matter. So for the next 20 days, you are on board that ship. Occasionally, Skywind will stop at a very small town briefly for supplies or something like that, and then moves on. So, it is now day 43 of your journey, and you're roughly right there where the R is on the map.
So at this point, we're technically cured then?
Yes, you are cured.
I'm gonna go back to Sis and say, look, I want my money back.
I'm going to load up with a glass jar and drink.
It's a good thing I didn't say like glass vial, because then you would have been like, my potions, my alchemist concoctions, they're all in glass jars.
I would have totally rocked the will save. I'm sure of it.
Absolutely. Well, we'll at least try it once for shits and giggles. But anyway, you're on board for 20 days, and you're feeling much better. You're about as sane as you were when you started this adventure.
Well, hang on, we might be in trouble then.
You just remember who you are now.
Yeah, that's one of the reasons I'm so depressed, Wintermute.
You're over it. You've taken your time. You've had many long talks with Sith, and you know he has cheered you up immensely.
That's how he rolls.
And on day 43, it's sometime after, let's say like 3 in the evening, in the afternoon. Um, Skywin hollers for you, and she's like, guys, can you come up here to the bridge for a minute?
Yep, head up.
And as she points out, just downriver, um, standing on the riverbank, you can see a trio of people, and they are waving frantically for your attention. And all you can see that all three are wearing fine clothing that's really kind of out of place out here on the river, and you can tell that it's stained and it's been ruined by the weather and just by exposure to the river and mud and everything else. And you can see that one of them has a poorly bandaged wound on her arm. And Skywin says, you think we should stop and help these people?
If I just, look over them and try to read their general intent and all that kind of stuff. With a 33, what do I make of the group? Was my like an alarm bell spider sense tingling or anything?
Uh, no, you can tell that these are, they be city folk. They are way out of place out here in the middle of the jungle. And, they keep waving and they're hollering, help us, please, help us.
I'll tell Sky when they don't look like trouble, but maybe the four of us should check it out first, just to be, cautious.
So, you want to park upriver a little bit or downriver a little bit?
Upriver sounds fine.
Okay. Skywin finds a place a little bit upriver from them, and she slows the boat down and pulls it over to the side where you all can get on shore without getting too wet. And as you hop out and approach them, uh, oh, thank God for you all. We really need help. We need you to take us and another man to Taldor.
Isn't Taldor where we just came from? Where's Taldor from here?
Uh, where the hell is Taldor? Not on the map.
Sorry, we can't help you. We don't know where it is. Bye.
Let's say it's on your way.
Okay, it's on our way. Excellent.
Yes.
You are not the type to be living here normally. What's happened?
Seem a little out of place.
Um, the let's see. We were attacked by bandits, and uh, a few miles from here, and we've managed to work our way down here. And they took our gold, they took our supplies.
Right, but why would people of your civilized nature be out in the wilderness such as this?
Uh, Sir, I cannot answer that question. That would be up to my employer to answer it.
And who is your employer? Where is he? If you say that as if he's not here.
Um, he's
And I assume that, by the way, like, so with a minimum of 23 cents motive throughout this whole thing, I'm of course trying to gauge what's going on, and I think that's what is it? Is if you're talking for a minute, it's like a DC 20 check to get a general hunch. Yeah, to hunch. So, um, is a general the hunch. This use of the skill involves making a gut assessment. You can get the feeling from another's behavior that something is wrong. Alternatively, you can get the feeling that someone's trustworthy. I mean, I automatically succeed at getting a hunch. What's my hunch of the situation?
the hunch is that he's not trying to like deliberately conceal information from you, but that he is well trained to know what he can and cannot say and what belongs to his employer. And he's like, well, Emilio is hiding up nearby in an abandoned shack, and
As in Senator Emilio.
um, he looks at you and just nods.
So why is he on the run exactly?
Uh, we're not on the run. We were attacked by bandits and we're hiding in case
But
they
you
come
have
back.
someone chasing you, so why are you on the run?
Sir, once again, that would be up to my employer.
Fine, let's go speak to him.
Okay. And let me throw you guys on the map. And there's the rock. Ah, the rock's hidden. And Eidolon needs to be added to the combat tracker. Okay, as you approach, um, one of the people that was on the riverbank calls out um, to Emilio that, hey, they have indeed found help. And
I'm assuming that the E on the map is Emilio.
yes, the E on the map is Emilio.
Doesn't matter what he looks like.
No, it does not.
Okay. What's his general appearance? Does he look like completely disheveled, or
uh, Let's see. You come up from the river and you see the abandoned shack and so forth. And Emilio looks just like the other ones, although he does not appear to be wounded. He's disheveled. He's muddy. Um,
Okay, so when I see him, if they're indicating that's Emilio or whatever, gonna pop my lore master and use knowledge nobility, because presumably as a senator he'd be considered nobility. I'm guessing.
yeah, close enough.
I mean, it's that or local. Would it be knowledge local or knowledge nobility?
Let's go nobility.
Okay, because I'm much better with local, so I was doing the worst option. Um,
Oh.
ignore the 14. That's the lore master. So with a 32 though, with a 32 knowledge nobility, what do I know about this guy? I'm guessing even if he's pretty obscure, I'd know something.
Let's see. Well, you do know, from the Growler that she's searching for Emilio, and he's an accused traitor to the Revolutionary Council who she seeks to execute.
Do I know anything about his reputation prior to that? Does it seem likely he's a traitor? What do his crimes deserve? Execution, etc.
You've never heard anything, truly, um, you've never heard anything negative about him. And Uh, from his appearance, he's a handsome, pleasant man. Truly, you've heard the name, but from what you know, he's probably a decent man. And he comes out and walks over towards you all. And friends, oh, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you all.
Well, Senator, you seem a bit far from home. What exactly is going on here?
Well, we were traveling to Taldor to meet with associates, and we got shanghaied by bandits. And, they took all of our gold, all of our equipment, and pretty much just left us out here to die.
Senator, I understand your caution, so I'm just gonna put it this way. Give you one chance to come clean with everything. Otherwise, your fate is your own, and good luck with whatever might happen.
Sir, you are indeed observant and quite to the point. You would make an excellent politician.
I'll just
And
cross my arms and stare at him.
well, quite honestly, I don't know why, but I can tell you how. And 2 weeks ago, I learned that the Revolutionary Council wanted me dead. I mean, come on, what the hell did I do? And, to my knowledge, I've always been a diligent voice for the people for my entire career. But I was told that, by a couple trusted sources that, the Revolutionary Council did want me dead. And shortly thereafter, uh, I got this strange note from a group calling themselves the Stardust Augurs. And I'll put that in the chat. And um, the note expressed sympathy for my unexpected reversal of fortune. And they offered to shelter me in the northern Verdanian forest in Taldor if I can get to them.
Okay, so with knowledge local for rumors and groups and stuff like that, so it would be take 10, so ignore the roll. So with a 31 knowledge local, what do I know about the Stardust Augurs? Have I heard of them before? What are they?
Let's see. You don't know a whole lot about them, but you do know that they are a group of Desna worshippers who study dreams and portents and omens and all that good crap.
So they seem to be on the up and up, and was there anything that would cause me to suspect that they'd be sheltering someone who did something wrong?
And no, you don't think they're the bad guys at all,
Okay.
or nothing that you know about them would lead you
Yeah,
to
yeah,
suspect that.
yeah. Go on.
Funny that the bandits left you alive. They must not have known who you are.
Well,
Or held you for ransom.
uh, well, we kind of, we took a little damage, and you know, we were on a ship, and we managed to sneak away. We weren't as lucky as the other people that were on the boat with us. But I got this strange note, and when the Revolutionary Council wants you dead, they're gonna kill you. So,
Hang on, how long ago was this? Or did you get waylaid by these bandits? Are there potentially survivors there? When
uh,
was this?
it was about 3 days ago, and no, they are the only survivors. And quite honestly, you would have probably seen. You
Wreck or
probably come
something?
past where it happened when you were coming downstream because they have been walking for 3 days.
Okay.
How
And
many bandits were there?
there was a half a dozen. Um,
By the way, can we assume throughout this conversation, that I'm popping sense motive for at least like a plus 20 or whatever, and trying to see if there's anything that I find suspicious? Just so I don't have to like to keep bringing that up.
yeah, I'll point out if you feel something is not
Okay,
true. But
excellent.
right now, you are believing his story. You think he's being honest. And, I got this note, and, I don't have any other options. I'm not a rich man, or, well, that wealthy. So, I grabbed some gold and a couple of my trusted, servants and so forth, and I felt that, reaching the Stardust Augurs was probably the best option. And he's like, if you all will escort me to Taldor, I don't have any gold on me, as I said, but, I promise I will repay you the minute we meet my associates.
Well, I don't really care about the gold personally. It's the captain of the boat that you'd have to settle that with. Unless, of course, you're trying to hire us as bodyguards or something.
Well, if you're offering, I will hire you as a bodyguard, and I will make sure that the captain of the boat is well rewarded for her trouble.
Well, it's her decision on whether to take the potential charity case, but we'll see.
And who are your contacts in the Stardust Augers? Do you have names?
I've never met them. I was told make it there and they will know that I'm there. They will find me.
Hmm. That makes me a little nervous. Because whether they want you alive or somebody else that wants you dead, they just have to show up, claim you, and kill you. You don't have any names to the Stardust Augers at all.
No, I do not. And guys, you become aware of movement in the trees to the northwest of you. And you can see what appears to be a moderately armed militia member.
Flash Bandit?
No, quite honestly, they look like and you weren't there for it. When they were on the boat, they had they pulled into a port and they stayed on the boat and this woman come by uh, looking for Senator Emilio, who was a traitor to the Revolutionary Council. And they're wearing, pretty much the same kind of insignia.
Okay. And that's that militia that was just north of us here.
Yes.
Wearing the same type of armor insignia and all that kind of stuff. Okay.
And coming out of the bushes to the east, um, you do indeed see her. And she looks down at you all, and she sees the senator, and she recognizes the party from the boat. And you lied to me, and it's time to roll for initiative.
We talked to this one before.
Glower's the one who searched the boat when I was like all depressed, right, and not paying any attention. And so you and Poppy had to handle it, and she searched the boat and found the slaves and all that kind of stuff.
Oh,
I thought you were paying attention.
Who, me?
Yeah.
I was melancholic at that point. I was all depressed. I was just lying there, and they come into the room. I'm like, whatever. And she's like searching under my bunk, and I'm like, go away, I'm sleeping.
Okay.
Okay, and the Rock is first up on the combat tracker, and you can tell that their intentions are indeed hostile.
Okay. So since it's not my initiative, I can't really give an instruction to the Rock.
Have you? I mean, technically, talking is generally a free action as long as you don't abuse it. It's at GM's discretion.
That's true,
So,
I guess, eh?
I mean, if you've trained the Rock to be able to respond to at least a few basic verbal commands, like you can tell a dog fetch or whatever, right? So,
Yeah.
Rock has the same intelligence. I mean, I will also take the time to say, just take them alive, please, to the rest of the party as they're Glower and this militia tracker are trying to attack us.
Yeah, since I'll let you give the Rock a command before technically we enter initiative.
I'll say my thing as well, like just take them alive, don't kill them.
Okay. What is my movement? It's 20. Oh, but
Oh, no, the rock?
yeah,
You
he's
can
actually what,
fly.
80, isn't he?
It's like 80 movement or something,
I got
yeah.
a speed of 20, but I don't know where his flight speed is.
Let's see. His flight speed is...
It was 80.
Sounds right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Rock. He has a flight speed of 80, yes. So, now keep in mind, flight speed of 80 requires it to be able to, like, actually spread its wings. Also, isn't the rock large at this point?
Yeah, he
It
always was
should be
large.
10 and 5 for the size dimensions, if you want to adjust that. So basically, my general inclination, and we're into, you know, it's obviously his discretion here, would say, like, if you wanted to fly in, like, sort of the forest, it needs to be going, like, in straight lines and can't be doing, like, you know, massive acrobatics in the
Oh
trees.
no, he is too big for that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so it's like, if you want him to fly, it has to be in a spot where a rock could actually fly in. So... But Wintermute can I just read it? It's 80 feet of free movement no matter what if you'd like. I won't complain.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Well, it's been a while, so how the hell do I actually get the arrow for him?
Like, if you're trying to move up there, you just click on his character and you drag it up. So I just did that, so if you're trying to move there, that'd be 45 feet, for example.
I was gonna have him actually go and pin down Glower.
Okay, do that. I just do that as an example.
Yep. There we go. Last time I grabbed it was... Oh, I gotta go into like a middle area, don't I?
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Just because he's so big. I don't go to the square, I go to the cross.
Correct, you go to the cross. So the rock here's the problem, right? And like, if this was a PC, the rock could move there and like ready in action to attack if Glower got closer. Does an animal have that kind of ability to plan?
Well, is he still flying or is he landing?
That's one move action to that point. Is he going to keep flying all the way, or is he going to like stop it at the end of one move? That's up to Adolian.
Yeah, he'll be flying because he's just trying to get to her, right? He doesn't know she's gonna run away or run forward and past or what, so...
Okay, so with just double moves and stop next to her then, presumably.
Yeah. Sure, we can do that. That'll work.
So she could, yeah. Okay.
Okay. Militia Tracker 13.
Ambushes us from nowhere.
Comes out through the corner of the house there, and she comes through a very thick pile of brush, so that's, you know, it took all of her round to get through it.
So we need all of these people alive, or just the Glower?
I would keep all of them alive if we can, until we sort out what the hell is going on here.
Okay. In that case, I am going to cast Shield. Oh, is it a move action to do my mutagen, or a standard action?
I think it's a standard action.
Okay, I should have had that up, but I'm going to go ahead and...
Why'd you have it up? Serious question.
No, I'm saying I should... If we were going to get off the boat and go into an unknown situation, I should have had my...
Okay, so you would have it up.
Yeah, I
Okay.
would, but I didn't. I had taken all my effects off because I had 20 different effects going on. So...
Yeah, you can go ahead and reapply your standard effects like that.
So I'll have that on. And what I'm going to do is, since we're so far away and we're trying to take these guys alive, for this round, I will cast Shield on myself.
And it's more a matter of saying, like, right now, till we know more, right? If this Revolutionary Council, whatever, right, said, hey, we need you to bring this guy back for questioning, right, to some bounty hunters. And then they go try to chase down the fugitive. That doesn't make the chasers evil or anything, right? We don't even know if the Revolutionary Council is evil.
Yeah, they're just doing a job.
So I don't want to just arbitrarily, murder hobo them without reason.
Hey, they're red.
Red equals dead, right?
Yeah, they're like communist militia trackers.
Um, yeah, we'll continue and I'll figure out what you know about the Revolutionary Council. And let's see, she's going to.
So we know roughly too. There could be another 3 hiding in the bushes. There was about half a dozen.
Obviously, if it gets to the point where, these guys turn out to be Super Saiyans or something, and we're all going to die unless we start fighting lethally, by all means, go ham, but...
And she shoots a longbow at Poppy and misses.
Well, that's positive news. They're apparently not assassins sent to kill Emilio at the exclusion of anything else.
And Eric.
Though, just to, double check on that, I'm going to run over here and assume that the senator's a higher priority target than the other guys and that they know him on sight. So I am going to cast Vanish on Emilio. So for 1 minute, he is now invisible. And I can't apply that effect because it doesn't actually exist.
Exactly.
So you assume that he is now invisible for 1 minute, and I'll mutter, get to the bushes for now.
Yeah, I'm gonna move them over just where they're out of the damn way. Because they're non-combatants anyway.
Okay, so that means I would have started from there, right?
Yep.
So if you want to move me back there. So then I would have had to go, like, over to there. To vanish the senator.
That works. You know that the Revolutionary Council is the de facto government of the chaotic land of Gault.
Okay, a land in chaos does not make it evil.
Let's see. There have been. Their goals are to rule Gault and to ensure that the revolution succeeds. There have been several other previous revolutionary councils, and the Pathfinder Wiki doesn't say too much more about it. The government of Gault is classified as revolutionary anarchy. So, truly, he's fallen out of favor with someone and they just want to execute him.
Okay.
But,
Doesn't make these guys necessarily evil.
yeah, her job is to bring him back so they can execute him.
Yeah, they want it to be public.
Yep. And Poppy, you're up, sir.
Pull the pin.
Oh, I guess Number 4 is the one who shot an arrow at me, so I'm gonna move up there.
Somebody the other day said, pull the pin on that grenade, and it's like, I have a gnome for that.
I'm gonna chuck my shield at him and see what happens. Bonk.
That's probably a good time for me to wild shape. I can remember how to do it.
And you go large as well, don't you?
Yeah.
He can. It's his choice. Technically, he can go larger than large. He's not even leveled up to 10, is he?
Oh, I'm still level 9.
Yep.
Yeah, but even at level 8, I think he can technically go huge if he wants to. But for the sake of time, I'd suggest you probably just go with the...
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, I clicked on the guy, I just click on the effect, right, the little man?
Yes, for the wild shape. And then he would now be 10 and 5 for his size if you want to re-put the thing back on.
Oh, is that a free action?
That is a standard action, so you can still
Action.
move.
I'll hold my ground, actually. Happy.
And you shift it into like a tiger or something?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have 10 different animal shapes. I would go nuts.
Don't worry, you can turn into plants and elementals as well.
Elemental might be fun. How do I end my turn?
The down arrow.
On the combat tracker, yep. And okay, he would be.
He?
I'm sorry, she.
Okay,
No,
double checking.
I like
he,
the pronouns.
he being the rock would be coming down to attack on the next round, correct?
The rock technically took off. It's like a bird making like a little sprint, right? The rock took off and then landed there
Okay.
in a double move.
Yeah, that would have been it.
Because he can't attack because he had to take a double move to get over there.
And I think he just wanted to pin her anyway, right?
Yeah, then I
think
remembered
so.
what the grab rules and grappling and all that kind of stuff was, and it's like, oh god.
And yeah. Okay, she is going to attack with her short sword. Oh, and misses the rock, you bitch. And she's going to take a 5-foot step back. And the rock is up.
Is there enough room for me to get in there?
I mean, the rock would just be going to there, so presumably there's enough room to go there at least.
Yeah, you can make a 5-foot step. No problem.
Okay, and then I'll attack.
No grapple.
Well, grapple, rock gets grab on its 2 talons as a free action, so...
Yeah, it's just a matter of the actual roll. So we're just gonna do...
You have a bite and 2 claws.
Yeah, we'll soften her up a little bit, take some of the fight out of her. I'll do claws first. Crap, did I click on her? Probably didn't.
I'm pretty sure 29's gonna hit either way. I think that hits all of us. Yes, it hits her. Actually,
How do
it
I...
misses the rock, doesn't it? So on the next to the right of that, you'll see where it says damage, and it'll say 1d something plus whatever. Double click on that. Okay, so the claw hits her for 12 damage.
And how do I click on her to get her to be
Control
attacking?
click on her.
Control click. There we go.
There you go. Do you wish to use your grab ability on that first strike, or do you want to save it?
Yeah, sure. Well,
All
I've
right.
never done grab yet, so...
Make a CMD. Hang on.
Depends on how complicated it is.
Do you have a grab button already by any chance?
Yes, I believe you made that for me. It's grab,
Okay.
I got a...
What is the number on the grab button? What is the attack?
I
1.
got a 1 on the dice, and I got an 18 on... it, I guess.
18, yes. Okay, because yeah, I was making sure because if you have grab, you get a +4 bonus to start a grapple. Okay, so I would use the grab ability on her.
Okay. Selected, give it a go.
And she and the rocker both considered grapple now.
Okay.
And that is all the rock can do at this point. Then I believe the grab stops you from doing the other attacks.
And I've already taken a 5-foot step, but the 5-foot step was free, right?
Correct.
Sure was.
I fly away with her? That'd be an action, probably.
Didn't we try this once already?
I mean, then this whole question's like, you'd have to lift her off. She gets to try to break free, right? Like, can she grab something to anchor herself? All sorts
Okay.
of
Yeah.
So
No, I'm not gonna get that complicated.
Yes.
She is pinned. That's good enough for me.
All right. And
Just for future reference, okay, what the fuck? Okay, Winchmute, I think this looks like this requires your response because I'm seeing people being very confused. If he did a bite attack first, right? And then did a claw and ignored the grab, and then did a claw and did do the grab, then he'd get in his full attack and can still do the grab at the end. However, if he does the claw first before the bite and then does the grab, does his full attack end, or is he able to keep using the other attacks? Like, I get that maintaining a grapple is normally standard action, but it seems weird to say the rock can't use his beak on this turn because he's holding something in his claw. Then there's no... People seem to be like, have the GM decide when searching for this.
yeah, so thank you guys. Appreciate that. um, yeah, I'm going to say that he wouldn't make the second attacks because he's, concentrating on holding on to him.
Okay, so future reference, if you want to do this thing, make sure you bite first at a minimum, because that doesn't have a grab attack on it anyway.
Okay. Works. Usually when you see this in nature too, like an eagle will take down whatever, and he's fully preoccupied with just holding him and wrestling him and all kind of stuff.
Yeah,
right?
so that works, sure, yeah.
Not until they're actually subdued and they're stop struggling that he'll start fighting and doing the rest of the stuff.
Steph, what are you gonna do?
I am going to shoot at Militia Tracker 4, since the Rock seems to have things well in hand, with my bow.
The rock doesn't have any hands.
Claw. He has things well in the claw.
That's better.
And I will miss horribly.
Damn.
And then I think I'm going to I'll just hang out there. So.
Okay, sorry. Militia tracker number 4 is gonna try the luck again. Shooting at Poppy. And that time, got a hit, got a hit. Take some damage, little one.
Oh, 1 damage.
Have that paper cut.
That tickles.
I'm just gonna shake my head with all this, and I will move up to there. And then I'm going to take a -4 penalty on my attack to attempt to do non-lethal damage. And I hit. I think this works. Oh, well, I could have just done that before. Okay. So then I strike him for 15 non-lethal damage. And that's all I can do in my turn.
Alright, Poppy.
Do you want a non-lethal effect, Poppy?
Well, I was gonna ask, remind me what the lethal to non-lethal ratio is for knocking someone out.
It's full damage, so every point of damage you do is just in the the subdual column instead of the wounded column, but as soon as you hit max HP with those columns combined, they're out.
So you did 15 non-lethal.
If he has 30 hit points and I just did 15, if you do 15 non-lethal or 15 lethal, he'll be unconscious.
Okay. So it's a -4 penalty to do non-lethal damage, so I have the +4 bonus for opening volley from bopping him with my shield, so I
So it
guess
cancels out.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just do non-lethal damage. And I can probably charge him for another +2.
Woo, go crazy. Oh, I mean,
that...
are you able to swap that to non-lethal?
Yeah.
Technically should still be heavy, but... Sorry, I do have an effect that I could have put on you there, I forgot to do it. Anything else, Poppy?
And nope.
Dolian, what are you gonna do?
I think I am going to go back to about here. I think I'm whipping out a bit, but I don't want to be running away from our primary people we're supposed to be protecting here.
Run away.
Now, right now you can see 3 of the guys cowering there, and then with your scent ability you can detect the presence of the Senator's smell as a tiger, but you can't see him because he's currently invisible.
Oh, that's fine. I knew his buddies all ran to this area, so... But, yeah. They did say there was about a half a dozen before, and there's only 3 here, so somebody else is probably popping up. So I am just going to ready my action in case somebody pops out that's new.
What do you mean half a dozen before?
That's how many attackers there were? Or left that attacked them? And there was like a half a dozen.
These aren't bandits.
Oh, that was the bandits, that's right, too.
Yeah.
That's okay. I'm happy there. Make sure we don't get too far away from them.
Okay. And let's see. And she does not manage to break free of the grapple.
By the way, can I just say I hate that we're using the grappling rules? Just on a personal note.
Dare I ask why?
Because grapple's like really annoying and like 2 flowcharts to try to understand it.
Yeah, I don't want to do that either. I'll grab
So-
and pin, fine, but anything else, no.
Yeah, so at this point, if you want to, if the Rock wants to make another grapple check, he can. Here, is your Rock a guy or girl?
A guy, I guess. I never
Wow,
thought
I
about
see
it.
the in-depth character background you've come up with. Okay,
Its
your
name
Rock,
is Pat.
the Rock can try to pin with another successful grapple check. Technically, sorry. First, he has to maintain the grapple and gets a +5 bonus on this. So put in a +5 in the modifier box in the bottom left, and then do another grab. Okay, so he maintains the grapple. Now he can do an attack, or he can try to pin.
Well, she can't do anything if I got her grabbed, right?
She can still attack back. She can try to break it. She can try to cast spells with a penalty.
Frick. I don't want to kill her or anything. Okay, well, I'll bite her anyway.
Okay, so you're choosing to. So she's grabbed, but not pinned, and you're choosing to bite her. Is that correct?
How complicated is pinning?
You just make another CMB check without a +5 bonus.
Okay, well. And can she attack me back with pinning, or what?
No, if she's pinned, she is helpless.
Ah, screw it, I'll just pin her again.
That worked.
Okay, so now the Rock is still grappled, but Glower is now pinned instead.
Yep, that works. While their leader is down, maybe the other guys will surrender or something. We beat them up enough.
Okay. Militia Tracker 13 is gonna take a shot at the Rock. Nope. And he's gonna run over closer.
Okay.
Kill someone, Steph.
No, well, Poppy's kind of in the way over there, and
Oh, fuck him. Throw that bomb.
throw that.
It's not the first time.
Gonna take one for the team. You know what? I'm actually gonna shoot Militia Tracker 13. I have precise shot, but I don't have. There's nothing in the way there. So I'll shoot it at who's that? Militia 13. Yeah. No, let's see.
Oh, apparently succeeding with the +5 actually was enough to pin it. I thought you had to do another check, but apparently it's just the first check. This shit is really way too complicated. I'm sorry.
Oh, I agree. That's why I don't want to do...
So I made it harder for you than it was supposed to be, but you got it.
That works.
Whopping
Okay, my
three-
next character is gonna be a grappler.
Piss everybody
Whopping
off.
3 points of damage on Militia 13.
Okay, Poppy, your next character looks up to the sky because it hears a strange noise. And you see this flaming mountain coming at you.
And it's what, like 20 ancient red worms coming to kill Poppy's grappler?
And you just get smashed by this flaming, falling mountain. Okay, number four. Number four is going to take his falchion, and he's going to take a swing at Eric and not hit.
I'm just gonna give him that, like, really look. And I'll take a 5-foot step up there, too.
And it's got to be what? Their hit points plus their constitution?
No, as soon as they have taken non-lethal damage equal to their hit points plus 1, they fall unconscious.
Got it.
Actually, you know what? I'm going to go broke. I'm going to test the metal. I'm just going to move up to there. That provokes. You know what? Let's try the tumble. Why not? I have nothing to lose here. Okay, I'm guessing a 13 does not beat their CMD, so he gets an attack of opportunity on me.
Ooh!
Ow.
Ooh! Ooh! Ooh!
I've got nothing to lose except for an arm and a leg and a knee.
Wow, he literally rolled
Bummer.
2 20s in a row. How about that?
I love it. Oh, sorry, it's still your go.
No, that is the end of my turn.
That's better than buying the GM pizza.
I enjoyed that.
Sloppy, what are you going to do? Attack non-lethally or attack lethally? Just a flesh wound, I say.
Well, he's only like, he's only heavy with non-lethal damage, right?
No, he's heavy with all damage.
Why? Isn't the only lethal damage he
Yes, he has more non-lethal than lethal.
But they stack together, is what I'm saying. So if somebody has 100 hit points, and you take 60 non-lethal, and then you take 60 lethal, you are unconscious, but not dead.
Right. Well, I wasn't really counting my throwing shield when I said he's heavy with
Gotcha.
non-lethal. The majority of the damage is non-lethal.
Correct.
Right. Well, I'm gonna just bash him upside the head with the hammer. Hopefully, neither of these crit. Actually, you know what? Just to be safe, I'm not gonna roll them both at the same time.
Oh, chicken shit.
Wow, I hit on a 2. That is
Still a
bad.
hit.
Yeah, that
Boom.
was a good call.
Alright. Yeah, so once their non-lethal damage is total to their maximum hit points, all further non-lethal damage is treated as lethal damage.
Yeah.
So you basically have to do twice their hit points in non-lethal damage before you kill them. Of course, if we have like a, 4 hit point commoner who you hit for 30 damage, non-lethal, it's still probably going to kill them. Poppy, you still have a move action left. If you wish to use that.
Where did my shield land?
About 180 yards away.
Can you point to a square, please?
Yeah, it's right beside of him. Up one and over.
Oh, okay, well... Can I pick it up as part of a move action?
I'll let you pick your shield up.
Alright, so that was 5, 10, 15... Freaking 10... So I think I'm gonna move there and see about making the long ass trek around the house to flank behind them. Because if anybody else shows up, it would probably be from around here. Or this big ass bush tree thing.
Alright. Eidolon?
Hold my ground and wait for somebody else to show up, or
That's your
only help the
call.
rock? Oh, movement speed is a tagger, 40 feet, I think.
Yes, 40 feet. Just out of curiosity. Okay, you cannot charge. It is too far for you.
What was that? That was 45?
Thought that was 40 that you just did.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Close enough. That'll be good. Okay. A double move.
Okay.
So Glower is currently pinned underneath the tail end of the rock, who's just like staring down at her with his beak.
And pinned is what?
You can't do anything unless it's a unless it's a spell that you can cast without somatic components. You literally can't do anything but try to break the pin.
The only thing I can do is try to break the pin, correct?
With Escape Artist or Combat Maneuver, or you can try to cast a spell that has no somatic components,
Right.
like verbal only. But you still have to make a concentration check while trying to do it because you're being shaken around by a bird. So, that's gonna be tricky.
Yeah, she's fucked. I know what I'm gonna do.
Uh-oh. Turn me into a chicken.
Please let me go. Oh, you can't see that. I did a diplomacy check.
I'm not sure the bird can understand that. I'm just
This is
saying.
like animal handling.
Yeah, she's fucked. Okay, the rock can just want to keep her pinned.
Yep.
And
As part of maintaining, first of all, you have to.
we're just gonna say that she's pinned.
Okay, well, as part of maintaining the pin, it can do one natural attack to damage her.
Oh, well, take your attack then, brother.
Do we want to, though? Because aren't we trying to keep them alive?
Yeah. Nope. That was
Alright.
the only command that I gave him, the rock. So he is just gonna hold pinned, and he really can't turn around. He probably could turn around and look at me, but I'm not a tagger,
Okay.
so it's a little harder to understand. So he's fine.
Okay, he swings his falchion at the rock and misses. He sees Eidolon coming up, so he's going to start hightailing it through the bushes.
That would be the smart thing to do when this big ass tiger thing is sneaking up behind you.
I guess I will move to there. Start heading that direction, I guess. He's off in the trees. She's pinned. I guess, you know what? I guess I could do a double move since I'm not going to be attacking. To there. That'll be the end of my turn. I do something crazier, but all my things are lethal. You can't really make a bomb non-lethal. So, and you guys have everything well in hand. So,
Double move over to there.
isn't that one knocked unconscious?
Yes,
Oh, okay. You're saying that's what you're going to
because it was my turn when I said that. Yes.
do. Right. I was still thinking in terms of my turn. Like, why would I
Actually,
double move to there? What are you
Wintermute's been
talking
just
about?
messaging me the entire time, and he's like, "You're controlling the bad guys." So when I say I'm gonna do that, I'm really the militia. Wintermute's just sipping a martini and letting me play both my character and the enemies.
I'm okay with that because that means if I shoot an arrow into the bad guy, I'm actually shooting you.
In principle.
Anywho, moving on.
All right, Poppy.
So can I like run in full plate?
Yeah, ×3 speed, straight line only.
Well, right now I'm probably only going to be moving in a straight line at regular movement speed of 20, so that's fine. No, maybe not. I guess I'm gonna waddle my tiny armored ass over to there.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down.
Trick around the house the long way because I'm a dickhead.
Dolian, what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna go chasing through the bush. I don't know if I'll get my full movement through there though.
Is that actual thick underbrush, or is that just the canopy of the trees and it's clear underneath?
Yeah, for this part, I'll give you the canopy.
Okay, so if you wanted, you could charge over to there. So you could charge to there.
Yep, that works for me.
Okay, so you charge.
Charge!
Let's see. Now you get a +2 bonus all on your first attack here, and you can do all 3 of your attacks because you have pounce. You can also grab with all 3 of your attacks.
Yeah, I'll just grab him. Fine.
Okay, so you would need to do like one of your actual attacks first.
So go with a claw.
That hits.
And another one just for pinning.
No. First of all, it does damage. It takes 9 damage. Then do a CMB check and add 4 onto it because you have grab, so you get a +4 bonus. So you'll have to go back to your like combat tab because I don't think I set up grab for your tiger.
Oh, I was just gonna roll. I guess you can't really roll the CMB. So just roll another base attack then, or?
No, on the combat tab, second from the top underneath main, on the bottom left is a CMB button. So put in a 4 on your dice down in the bottom left, right, on the modifier box, because you have grab,
gotcha.
and then roll that. So it should probably be like 17 total positive.
I got
Okay.
a +9 on the 4, so.
Oh, right, you were charging 4, so that's why you had the first. Okay.
Yeah.
So, your first claw and attempt to pin him did not succeed. Grappling did not succeed, but you still have another claw and a bite. So your second claw hits, and it does damage. And then again, you get a +4 bonus on your grab attempt.
There we go.
And this time you are both considered grappled.
Oh, that works.
No Wintermute. I was looking up on this. Apparently, I think it's up to you, obviously, but looking at more stuff, it looks like the consensus is that you can continue to full attack. The reason you can't attack normally is it takes a standard action to maintain the grapple, since you don't need to spend a standard action this round, you can continue the full attack, but it's up to you.
Yeah, you can go ahead and continue the full attack. Go ahead, kill my guy, man. Just kill him. Get it over
You
with.
have a bite, you can use, and you can swap that to non-lethal should you choose at this point, or you can still.
Oh, screw the non-lethal. Kill the dude. You're a tiger, man.
That's true.
But you still have the intellect of Idolian. What would Idolian do?
Last thing I heard was just to knock him out and take him prisoner, basically. So.
So non-lethal damage.
Yep.
All right. So roll your bite.
Then tear out his liver and eat it
Afterwards, after we got all the information out.
later.
Crap that I missed.
Yeah, it's not going to work out so well if you only roll a 5. So that's all you can do this round.
Yep.
Okay, we're just going to go ahead and end combat here. And guys, if you don't mind, can we take a 5-minute break?
Okay.
Fine with me.
All right, see you in a minute.